Here we go. Cricket 26, rebuild time. We are going to try and rebuild the West Indies dynasty of the 1980s. Now, since the last one we did, there has been a few updates to the game. There are now objectives in the game. Objectively, a very good thing, because what it allows you to actually do is buy support staff, head coach, assistant coach, batting, bowling, fielding, plus the other staff. And the thing that I really want to get a hold of is the head of recruiting, which is going to have influence the quality of the rookies coming through at affiliated clubs. Now, there's a huge assumption there that affiliated clubs means the clubs within the West Indies system. I don't quite know if it's going to be like that, but we are going to try anyway. We've got many goals in mind to what we want to be. We want to be the number one test team in the world, the number one one-day team in the world, the number one T20 team in the world, as well as winning the Test World Championship, the ODI World Cup, and the T20 World Cup. 6 achievements to try and knock off with a team that you could say has been wallowing near the bottom end of Test cricket and other cricket for quite a long time. There's players that we really need to shine. Shy Hope. 84 overall Roston Chase, but the bowling attack is very good. Elzari Joseph is very good. Jaden Seals is very good. Ashmead Ned, not on the screen, is very good. I'm excited to see what we're going to be able to achieve. I do think it's going to take a little bit of time, quite a few episodes, to try and build up the players. And there's guys that I think we need to bring in just because of the quality in-game. So Nicholas Pooran is an 87 overall batter. Those numbers are phenomenal. He will come into the team. See, Evan Lewis, is he going to be good in Test cricket? 86 rated unorthodox, 87 back foot, 85 front foot, 81 technique. Akil Hussain, again, someone you probably put a little white ball sticker on. He's going to be part of our lineup. Oakley Broadway at 60 overall, you will not be. Rovman Powell giving it the big 86 to 91 overall. Shamar Joseph, 83 to 90. He's going to come into the squad. And look out for this guy. Calvin Ramanauth, 90 to 99 overall. We've got to make allowances for bringing in guys that's going to be part of the future. And that's going to mean Tangerine Chanderpaul is going to drop out. Even though he's a better player right now, as we start ourselves off with a 2 test match series against Afghanistan. First key decision to make is, do we go with Moti or do we go with Akil Hussain? Now, Hussain gives us better bowling delivery, better bowling control. We've got 2 things to choose from, and he's better at them both, so he's in. And we're going to keep Ramanauth in the squad. I'm not enamoured with what we're doing with the bat at the moment. We have got a little bit of a random order for the West Indies. Bray, Carthy, Shy Hope, 84 overall. Alec Athanasi, a man of immense potential, never quite met it. Shimron Hetmeyer at 84. Nicholas Pooran at 87. Roston Chase at 84. Look at his batting. 90 off the back foot. 87 off the front foot. He's a beast. And then with the football, Elzari Joseph, Akil Hussain, Jaden Seals, Obed McCoy. Kamar Roach is going to miss out because I want to give Jaden Seals the ball. There is a thought on the game that actually 2 spinners is good. I'm not going to do that, even though Roston Chase may class as a spinner, but I've never seen him move the ball off straight. And this video is sponsored by RedBallCricketStats.com, the greatest red ball cricket database in the world. Every single player in the history of the game is in this database. Every single first-class competition is in this database. You can search any player, look at their details across career, year, competition, teams, opponents, positions, and one of my favourites, the latest innings, which shows their career average against the last 20 and last 50 innings they've played. It's got competition breakdowns where you can look at all the different stats across, say, for here, we've just looked at the last 5 years of county championship action. You can see exactly what's going on. Everything comes with beautiful graphs. There's player ratings across every single competition in the world based on the cricket draft algorithm. It is literally the number one source of cricket red ball data in the world. You can sign up to a free 14-day trial today. You don't have to pay anything. And this is the key bit, the objectives. Can we do it? take 5 wickets, 75 run partnership, limit the opponent to 600 runs in the game. I think we could tick off all 3 as we lose by 71 runs in the first test. Top scorer in the first innings, Roston Chase. 2 for 48 in the second innings, Roston Chase. Jaden Seals with a 3, Elzari Joseph with a 4. But I think the first innings batting is probably where you need to start and dissect what's going on here. Shai Hope, Alec Athanase gone early, Craig Brathwaite gone early. The bowling is quite reasonable. Nicholas Pooran with a 95. I wonder whether we actually end up putting him at 4 in the order. But Athanase was 61. We'll maybe take it as a little bit of a learning experience. But we do take 30k. And that 30k can translate into a batting coach level 2. Now, it does mean we've got monthly costs that we need to meet, $250 a month. But because this game isn't quite complete, there's nowhere to view what your ins and outs are. But hopefully, it's going to mean some of our players get a little better. I love this. I love this part of the game. Kelvin Ramanoff, bowling, he's a part-timer. 90 to 99 overall part-timer. 80 bowling delivery, 84 bowling control. Unchanged for the second test, but the only thing that changes is the win. Shemron Hetmai with 124 off 189 balls. Bats well. We scored less than 300, but that's quite common on the game. Runs can be hard to come by. 3 for Jaden Seals. We do just enough in the second innings to give us a decent score of 267. Hetmar and Pooran with a really good, about an 80-run partnership in the middle. And then we bowl them out pretty cleanly. Akil Hussain with 4. We take another 30k, which we can put straight into bowling coaching and a bit of ODI cricket. Okay, 3 one-dayers. Very quickly, good opportunities. 10 fours gives us 7.5 grand. 85 runs, 7.5 grand. And 2 50s, 7.5 grand. Got to keep trying to pump up this and then getting stuck in to recruiting. In the one-day team, looking Evan Lewis, Brandon King, Cardi, Shai Hope, Nicholas Pooran, Hetmai, Rovman Powell coming in at 7. He's got 86 to 91 overall. Elzari Joseph down the order, 91 to 97 overall. It's telling me there's a lot of wiggle room that our players may become pretty damn good. As we start off with a win. 6 wickets. We get it done with the ball quite nicely. Elzari Joseph, look at the economy rates to start with. Everyone going in the 4s. Shamar Joseph, 2. Akil Hussain, 2. Elzari Joseph, 2. And then the runs. Evan Lewis with 47. But Pooran playing in that 5 hole could be a game changer. He's so consistent. And we back it up and take the series. 275. They make a much better score. Zaidai with 115. But Rutherford and Hussain, very, very good. Elzari Joseph going at 4.3 and over. Evan Lewis and Shemron Hetmai do it. They put on 140, take us home, give us another 15k. Unchanged for the third, and we sneak it. We win 3-0. Hasib Shahan with 115 off 122 for them, but it is matched equally, if not better, by 119 from Nicholas Pooran. Takes us home, win the game, win the series. We're off to a great start here. 45k in the back beauty. And I think where we need to go next with the money, and we've not quite got enough, is head coach. Because this impacts the effectiveness of all training drills. Positive effect on form and morale. Or corporate sponsorship, provide bonuses to monetary rewards. I'm done. I'm in. I'm gambling. I want more money. Okay, split the test series. Now we get stuck into a bit of T20. And we've got a T20 lineup of Lewis, Johnson, Hope, Pooran, Hetmai, Rutherford, Roston Chase. Is he robbing a living? Rodman Power, Akil Hussain, Abed McCoy, Elzari Joseph. Again, Joseph 91 to 97 potential. Shimron Hetmai up to 91. Pooran 91 to 95. And we start on the right foot. 6-wicket victory. They bat quite nice to get 172. Gurbaz with 62. Zaya with 62 as well. With the ball, Roston Chase 3 for 27 going at 6.75. Never count the big man out. And with the bat, Hetmai and Rutherford. Actually quite cool and calm. Put on 50 runs. And we win with about 2.5 overs to spare. We bag another 10k. and we bag another series win as Nicholas Pooran scores 102 off 61 deliveries. Johnson Charles with the runner ball, 54. That's something that desperately needs to look at and may result in a dropping. Hey, score 50? Get dropped. We do change. We go with Brandon King, who gives us 15 off 9 in a game that we lose. 39 off 34 for Shy Hope. They knock them off relatively easy with about 2.5 overs to go. But it is another series win. We do bag another 8k for that. Puts us up to 38k in the back beauty. And we're going to spend it on recruiting for the quality of young players coming through. And if you ever want to work out how good you are, go and play against India. Slightly confusing because it does say T20 World Championship and then it says India Tour of West Indies. And if we look at the calendar, there is the T20 World Cup right here. Bit of Scotland, bit of England, and then, no, surely not. Come on, game, you can't be this bad. World Cup game, I believe, and then a test match. And then a World Cup game, and then a test match. Why would... The scheduling's out of order. Okay, we do get to pick 16 for the World Cup. Let's start there. And we also get to pick our test squad for the West Indies. And we do get the first action. Sherfane Rutherford's going to come in with his 85 front foot, 87 back foot over the man that scored 54s in one of the last series, Alec Athanasi. Okay, so this is absolutely nuts what's going on. Okay, so we are in T20 World Cup time. England, Italy, Scotland, Nepal in the group. And the game has got 4 groups, and then top 2 go through. Okay, the team we're going for against Scotland first game. Evan Lewis, Brandon King, Shy Hope, Pooran, Hetmeyer, Dre Russ back in contention. Roston Chase, Mr. Economy rate with his bowling control of 60. Rovman Power, Akil Hussain, Elzari Joseph, Obed McCoy, Russell can bowl a little bit. And we start with the words of Ian Smith, by the barest of margins. A 1-run victory against Scotland does not stand us in good stead. Pooran with 45 off 33. There's going to be a recurring theme throughout the series that he's the man. Who does well? Charlie Tear. He's on a tear. 80 off 48. But the ball, Rovman Power 1 for 47. Roston Chase went to 11s. Then the big dogs playing against England. I do want to make a change here. I do want to get in Moti as well. But I'm unsure where to do it. We could make the change with Roston Chase. We lose a bit of bat, but Rovman Powell can... Oh, yeah, we lose. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. There we go. So we get Modi and Akil Hussain, but we lose a little bit of bat. And it doesn't work. We lose to England. They win off the last ball with Joe Root scoring 83 off 46. Harry Brook 38 off 27. The extra batting didn't actually matter. That's interesting. 55 Hetmer, 42 for Dre Russ. The fact is we were right in contention in the game. 78 for 4. Moti put up 2 overs for 9 runs. Rovman Powell 2 overs for 23 runs. That's a little bit disappointing. And Dre Russ bowled 4 overs going at 13. So this is almost going to be my biggest problem. One, that we've got a test series against India mid-World Cup. But 2, that you can't actually control who's going to bowl your overs. Okay, first test against India. First win against India. What a performance. They get held together by glue. 142 at the top for Ravi Sura. Not quite sure on that. 6 for Akil Hussain. He takes 6 for 58. We take a 100-run deficit. If I'm reading this right, we've got 100 runs behind. We've been absolutely blown out of the water by Bumrah. Bowl them out for 138 because Jaden Seals rolls through them. And then Craig Brathwaite, 87 not out to guide us home. And we only get 11k for the win. We're not even up to having 30k in the bank. And now we've got to revert ourselves back round to go and play in the T20 World Cup, which we are 1-1 in a must-win game. There was a moment when I looked at this going, I can't believe we've been bowled out for 87. Then I realised that is Nepal because Moti has, I don't know, put the drawbridge down. He's done something very good. He's taken 4 for 7. Akil Hussain 3 for 18. There's definitely something there. This is the 4-5 bowlers that I want. I don't want Andre Russell coming in and bowling 4 overs. Evan Lewis, Shai Hope take us home. Wonderful performance. We only get 8,000 for the win. It does help with the table, but we are still not through. But don't worry. We're playing Italy. Surely we'll be okay. Surely we are okay. 43-run victory. Akil Hussain, man of the match for his 3 for 19. Wonderful stuff there. 69 for Evan Lewis. 70 for Brandon King. Loving a little bit of that. I do wonder whether the order might need to change a little bit. Brandon King's just batted really well, but I was looking at it going, oh, we could get Hetmeyer slightly higher, but you only can play so many players higher up. Great performance with the ball. Good control. Andre Russell, 1 for 29, going at 7.25. We get 0 money, which is a slight concern. We've got 37k, which I believe I will be able to use. And I'm not going to use it. I'm going to save it up. I want head coach, and I want more corporate sponsorship. Bag it up, no buts or maybes. We go 2-0 in the middle of a World Cup in a test match series against India. Absolutely berserk this. 255. They get 46 for Gaikwad. Dora with 40. Plenty of runs at the top of the order, but Roach and Roston chase again. Underrated. Quite possibly. We're bowled out for 168 again, which means they've got about an 80 or 90 run lead. But here comes the pain train of Shamal Joseph, 4 for 32. Sets up the victory with Craig Brathwaite again scoring runs in a run chase. 109. And we get 11k for it. Here we go. Time to shift focus. The focus is we've got India, New Zealand, Australia in our group. Group 2. And who went through in the other group? Sri Lanka, South Africa, Pakistan, England. So no real upsets going on so far. Also worth noting, Akil Hussain, shout out, 10 wickets at 11. Most in the competition. As we are swept aside by an ageing but very good Australian team. Only 160. 160. Rodman Powell comes in and does his job. 27 off 12. But that's never going to be enough against this team. 77 for the Bison. Mitch Marsh at number 3. Tim David and Glenn Maxwell. The big show finishes off for a bowling attack where Brandon King bowled 3 overs. Now, at what point of my lineup does it look like I want him to bowl 3 overs? Now we play India, but it's not in the Test Series. It's in the T20 World Cup. Why would you put Brandon King bowling? There's absolutely no reason to this. What is he? 40 delivery, 38 control. When I've got great bowlers like Modi and Akil Hussain. Just when you think we might be in a little bit of trouble. Kamdar scores 98 off 57. We're looking up the barrel. Rodman Powell bowls 4 overs, 16 dot balls, none for 23. Puts you in a good mood, puts you in a good position. And then Evan Lewis scores a century in the T20 World Cup. The shining light, shining bright. We win by 11. Well, we win with 11 balls left. We only get a few quid for the game. And now it all comes down to this. We've lost to the Aussies. We've beaten India. If we beat New Zealand, we still may not be in. But don't worry. If we don't win, we've got a test match starting in 2 days in the West Indies. New Zealand bat well. Finn Allen bats well. 68 off 46. Rashim Ravindra 38 off 25. 176 isn't the biggest total. There's a bit of control going on here. Alzari Joseph with 14 dot balls. Obed McCoy with 14 dot balls is nice to see. We bowl most of our good players and we knock them off again. Shai Hope was 67. Nicholas Pooh ran 65 off 31. 2 towering 60s. Give us the victory. Don't know if we're through. There's still a game to go. Australia have got to play India. The win was amazing, but it's not given us a better strike rate than New Zealand. So if Australia smash India, we're out. And we are out by 0.08 net run rate. Oh, that's painful to take, eh? Australia won by 8 wickets. They knocked them off in 16 overs. India capitulate to the bottom of the group. We're out. But don't worry, we can play a test match against India instead. A test match that we win a Test series that we win 3-0. Quite phenomenal from the team. Cardi with 88 in the first innings. Roston Chase with 66, and we knock off 88 very, very easily. Wickets spread around. Wonderful series. We get 35k for the win. That is what I am talking about. The calendar has been horrendous. 3 Test match series and a T20 World Cup going on at the same time. We do now have 100k in the bank. And I'm going to keep betting on it. And I keep betting on corporate sponsorship. We spend 75k on it. Moves it up to 3 stars. It doesn't say what you actually get. But I assume these are higher and better. T20 World Cup is bin and gone. It doesn't tell us who the winner is. Thank you, game. It also tells us that Akil Hussain, number 9 in the order, made the list. Most wickets of 10. Mighty fine performance. A bit of a game in the Port of Spain. I'm pretty happy with the one-day lineup, actually. Lewis, King, Cardi, Pooran, Hope, Hetmeyer, Rutherford. That's quite deep. The thing that you could change if you really wanted to, I probably could look to take Carty out and bring in Roston Chase. I'm doing it. He's the man. He's actually a better batter than Rutherford. He's going to bat at 6 for us. Roston Chase. There's no stopping the man. He took I can't remember his actual figures, but he took 7 wickets against England once, 4 or 5 years ago in the West Indies. We got rolled. And I honestly didn't see him turn a ball. But obviously, very talented cricketer. I'm just taking the mick because he's not as good as some other players. But still, a lot better than I would ever be. Good performances, 339. Runs all around. Shy Hope, 81. The pick of the bunch. And we beat them. Dora with 145. And we don't take wickets, but just through sheer volume of runs means we end up with a decent score. 32k in the back pocket. Make that 50k in the back pocket as we pick up another win. Evan Lewis. He scores runs regardless of format. He looks like an excellent player. Hetmeyer with 88 off 61 as well. Gives us 328 runs. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with, and it's too much for India to deal with. We just sneak past 50k in the back pocket, which is always a good place to be. And it does mean I'm going to spend 50k on a head coach to improve the training for when we've got the team with us. This team is built differently. We're chasing 289 against India. Not an easy task here, you say. Well, you've not seen Nicholas Pooran and you've not seen Shuriman Hetmeyer go at it. Rutherford, 49 off 31, gets us home with 2 overs to spare. We've got 10k in the back pocket. Now, we do need money because we got a monthly wage of 500 for a head coach, 250 for the batting and bowling coach, and we're now spending 600 on corporate sponsorship. But don't worry, there's no screen to track it. Bit of a flick round with the T20 team going into the series against India because we need more T20 cricket after playing the Test match series and T20 cricket at the same time. 153 we hold them to, and Rutherford and Russell get us home. Johnson Charles back in the lineup, 60 off 47. Had to just have a little bit of rotation because the condition of players from the sheer volume of playing a World Cup and a Test series against the best team in the world at the same time. Little bit too much. We go 2-0 up in this format as well. This is brilliant. Brandon King this time with 95 off 52 gives us 174. And 174 on the game is chased down a lot. Jaiswal goes good, 80 off 56. But Obed McCoy 1 for 24. We're not getting heaps of wickets when we're playing T20 cricket, but we are getting quite good control. As we lose the final game, Jaiswal gets us again, 67 off 46. 50 off 23 for Kamdar as they take the game. But we take the series. We've only got 16k, so there's nothing we can upgrade at the moment. But I actually feel like we're playing some pretty good cricket here. Test match, we go up to number 7 in the world. ODI competition, we're up to 5th in the world. And T20 competition, we are 3rd in the world. Unless I'm missing something, we look like a pretty good outfit. I'm not certain I'm a hot commodity, but I've been offered international jobs. I'm not going to take them because it's not really rebuilding West Indies if I bail after one good Test series. You also run the risk because you can't see how much money you've got. But you see here, we're paying wages all the time. Every month, it's almost 2k. So we need to keep some money in the back pocket. Jediah Blades. useful. 78 overall, 88 to 95 potential. Can't get him in the squad though. So big one. Test cricket is worth a lot of money. The objectives in here are way better. Take a wicket with a spin bowler, 12.5k. Hit 25 sixes. Where's that come from? But take 9 catches is doable. 25 sixes in a test match. What? Also, Kelvin Ramanoff, he's up to 79 overall, so there is a tiny bit of growth going on. Test match team, not a lot going on here. Brathwaite, Lewis, Cardi, Hope, Hetmeyer, Roston Chase. Going below, Nicholas Pooran, Joseph, Akil Hussain, Obed McCoy, Shamar Joseph. Kamar Roach, probably done. I don't think I can quite get him back into the lineup. His bowling delivery of 88 is really good, but it's not better than anyone else that's in the team. It's definitely not better than anyone else in the team. It's definitely not better than Evan Lewis, who comes into the test match team like an RKO from out of nowhere and scores 214. When I did the England save, Zach Crawley was OP. Evan Lewis is OP. 214 off 326. Hetmeyer 108. 63 for the Poo Dog. And we go from 58 to 3 to 308 for 4. We take a monstrous lead. Bowl them out for 249, regardless of runs from Kane Williamson, Devon Conway. 5 for Akil Hussain. 74 for Hope. 75 for Brathwaite. And we close it out. Now that is a game of cricket I can be happy with. We move up to 29k. We don't get heaps of rewards for it. Now what do we got here? Next game, 18k for a strike rate of 105. I don't think we'll do that. Limit opponent to 300 runs. Don't know if that's in an innings. Maybe, and take a 5-wicket haul. Shy Hope scores runs. He scores 135 of them. We get 295. Bowl them out for 202. 4 wickets from Akil Hussain, the left armour. Again, taking a lot of white ball players just because they've got good stats on the game, and it's turning out to be quite good. Evan Lewis with 85 in the second innings, and we bowl them out for 163. 3 for Hussain again. We win. We move up to 42k in the coffers as we put on possibly our most impressive performance of all. Cardi with a double ton. 106 for Pooran, 119 for Evan Lewis. We declare on 597 and then bowl them out for 273. 6 for Akil Hussain. He's on fire. We decide to have another bat, score 286. Hetmeyer scores another 50. Roston Chase goes, hey, remember I'm still your GOAT? And then Hussain takes 4. We smash them, but throughout it, we've not really gained that much money. We've only got 42k in the coffers, and now we go in to play some white ball cricket. But what is good is West Indies being number 3 in the world in the test ratings. We are definitely heading in the right direction. 3 in one days and 6th in T20s. Okay, maybe a bit of work to do there. Okay, ODI lineup time, and I've managed to get Jidea Blades into the squad to try and get him some training, working towards that 95 overall. We put up the win. Not quite convinced we've got the balance of the team right. We move up to 49k in the pocket. Daryl Mitchell with 84 off 80. But the bowling, I'm not sure. Rutherford bowled 7 overs for us. So I feel like we're probably one bowler light from having what we actually need in the team. Hetmeyer, Roston Chase put it on. They put on about 95 to win the game. Second game, we score 300 again. Bit of a change in the order. Modi comes into the team. I dropped Shafane Rutherford to try and make it happen. Roston Chase with 124. Any format, given the weather, whatever the weather, he's going to turn up and perform for you. And what it actually meant was I feel like we had better control of who the bowlers were. Roston Chase with 1 for 36. Moti went to 8.6, but at least we're playing a bowler in those positions. And we do it. We go 3-0 up. Roston Chase, man of the match again. 83 off 62. Is he the world's best white ball number 6? It's a discussion we probably need to be having. They run us real tight, actually. They've got plenty of wickets in hand. The beast, Michael Bracewell, 75 off 46. But again, we just managed to do it. Somehow, Hetmeyer's bowled 2 overs in it. Modi's bowled 2. But look at Shamar Joseph. 2 for 46 in the middle of the carnage. Which, bag it up, baby. We tick off the first achievement. We are ODI #1 in the world. Any chance we can get close in T20? No. How about no? There's quite a long way to go. We got 71k in money, but the next upgrade for a head coach is 100k. Bowling coach, because we've got these good young bowlers, is 75k, so that's where I might go into next. And we've got a moment in time, a moment in life. Kelvin Ramanuth, 91 to 99 overall. I'm going to play in a game of cricket, I think. So it will give us Chase, Hussain, Ramanuth with his left arm medium. Don't know what that is. Alzari Joseph, Obed McCoy as the bowlers. We've also got Andre Russell, who can toss a few out there as we lose the first game. It doesn't work out. Roston Chase scores 50 because Roston Chase, and then for us, Ramanuth, he went at 14.5 and over. That could have gone better. But we win the second one. Brandon King, 76. Nicholas Pooh ran a very fast 41. Nice to see. And they get 1 at 85. 67 from Tim Seifert at the top of the order. Ramanuth, 8.25 and over. Quite reasonable. No one was outstanding, but everyone was just good enough. We're splitting it 1 apiece going in to the last game as I make a pivot. And we're going to improve our head of recruiting up to a level 3. So hopefully we keep getting better players coming through. And we win the series. We get it done. Ramanuth, 5.67 economy rate. I'm looking forward to a bit of that for the future. Andre Russell knocked him off 27 off 13. Brutal. 6 fours from 13 deliveries. We win what is yet another series for us. It's becoming a good team. We move up to 4th in the world, 152 points. We've already knocked off the ODI stuff. And 3rd in the world in Test cricket. This is a really, really solid performance from the team. Managerial offers received. Reject all. I'll be honest, it's a good job we left some money in the back pocket because we haven't played cricket in probably about 5 or 6 months. And we're now down to 5k. And I'm a bit worried what happens if we run out of money. It's now gone forward into December. And I've got to look when it actually... Oh, we're not playing cricket till June. That's outrageous. The calendar and scheduling on the game's broken. Test match series during World Cups and then not playing cricket for almost a whole year is outrageous. It's been that long. It's into May and I get more managerial offers. So the cash has officially just hit 0 and isn't going on. We finally get through to what is going to be cricket going forward. So next episode, we are going to have India in test matches. We're going to have Bangladesh across all 3 formats as well. Series against the Aussies. That's something to look forward to. And the current team that we've been putting out on the team has got Big Calv with his off spin. So things are getting... Oh, no. No. Because we ran out of money. We've lost our batting coach, bowling coach, head coach. We've still got head of recruitment. I feel like that might have gone down in corporate sponsorship. I've basically undone all the hard work that we've done in the first episode, but there are plus points. Number 6 in the world in Test cricket. We've not played for a year. We've been number 1 in the world in ODIs. And there's a little bit of work to do in T20. So for all the good stuff, actually, we're ending on a pretty negative point where I've disrupted the team's finances and we've dropped down the world ratings. But if you've enjoyed it, leave a like, big thumbs up. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. So we desperately have to find some money from somewhere down the back of the couch. We're on 0 funds. The support staff has been decimated. Thought about making some change to the test team, but I'm not quite brave enough to go and make probably the most meaningful ones. Our young studs do keep getting better, which is a good thing. Ramanuth is now 85 overall. He just keeps getting better. As we manage to get worse. 240 lost to the West Indies. It's not the ideal start. Ramanov does take 3 for 33, which is nice to see. The bat struggles. Bit of a change with the order. Cardi at 4. Not sure I'm a huge fan of that. 104 for Shubman Gill is really the make or break point. I wonder whether we try to shoehorn in 2 spinners into our team. Akil Hussain has been just very, very good for us. It would mean dropping Shamar Joseph. So we go Alzori Joseph, Obed McCoy, and then Akil Hussain, Rabanoff. We are heavily weighted towards spin bowling, but I want to try it as we win by 123. Roston Chase top scores again. We haven't got anything outside of Roston Chase. Imad Kumar with 105. Iyengar with 72. 5 for Akil Hussain. Roston Chase with 4. Ramanov doesn't get much of a bowl, so this is kind of backfiring. But Roston Chase, the batter, is just different gravy. The guy's walking around like he's Bovril. 110 off 199. Shai Hope with 109. And we bowl them out for 110. Akil Hussain with 3. If it's a 3-match series, it's going to be really interesting, which it is. We go unchanged and move up to 49k in the back pocket. Jaiswal finally scores runs in the series. Ramanov takes 4 for 66. Evan Lewis scores 150. He's been very good since he came in. Hetmai with 81. And we bowled them out for 190. Wickets spread around nicely. And we close it out by 9 wickets. We beat India. The world ratings don't appreciate it as much as what they should. That is a hell of a victory. And we've got 49k in the back pocket. We do need to... Oh, this is just frustrating. We've got to start building these things back up again. So here we go. Batting coach employed. Ramanov, 92 to 99 overall in ODI cricket. So he's just got to come into the team. There's no way we can't. Another guy, Naeem Young, 26 years old. Lower order batter, left arm medium. I wonder if that's the guy I was thinking of earlier. He looks pretty good, but he's not going to play here. We've also got to, if we're not going to play cricket for a year, we basically need to keep about 25k in the back kitty. Kid you not, I actually think we've got a pretty reasonable ODI team. King, Lewis, Hope, Hetmai, Puran, Chase, the legend. Big Rov, Ramanauth and Akil Hussain with the spin. Alzari Joseph, Obed McCoy. It's not good enough to win though. They get 280 wickets spread around, runs spread around throughout the order. Kumar with 50, Hans with 50. That sounds very German name. With the ball, Ramanauth 4 overs. There's something quite amiss here. I'm not quite happy about that. The batting kind of falls apart at the top. 65 from Big Robin Powell, 44 from Alzari Joseph down the order. We do lose. We've still only got 18k in the pocket. We go unchanged and put up a massive victory. We bowled them out in 22 overs. Joseph 4, Rodman Powell 3, Ramanauth 1, Hussain 1, and knocked them off really easy. 39 for Hetmaier. Take it to a decider that we are going to be chasing 260 in, thanks to wickets being spread around. But the fact is, Evan Lewis is built differently. 132. Shai Hope was 66. They share a 150-run partnership. We win that series. We've already been number 1 in the world in ODIs. Why aren't we still there? What is wrong with the world ratings that's making us so low? We're playing such little cricket. It's hurting us, PD. It's hurting us. Okay, T20 time. I think this is the lineup that I'm going to go with. It means Sherfane Rutherford's going to miss out. Also Andre Russell. Also Rovman Powell. But it feels pretty strong, actually. King Lewis, Shai Hope 84, Puran 88, Hetmai 84, Roston Chase 84, Alzari Joseph 86. And then we go with debutants. The right arm medium of Young, the left arm medium of Jediah Blades, Obed McCoy, and then Ramanauth. Is it enough? I want to make another change. I want another spinner. Obed McCoy misses out. We go with 2 spin. It doesn't work. We lose. 66 off 45 for Rishabh Pant. The spin. Akil Hussain goes at 13. It doesn't quite work out. The batting lineup is light and it shows. And they managed to roll through us. We've still only got 24k in the back pocket. Unchanged for the second, but we restrict them to 149. Blades goes at 6.33. I like that. Young goes at 1.29. And then Evan Lewis is going to be the man to knock them off. We win the series. Good performance. I also accidentally pressed Y on the team selection and it changed my team. But we still managed to win. 43k in the back pocket now. Before we go and play Bangladesh, I have got enough. I've got enough to make some change. We're going to hold on to our brass for a little bit. Okay, Test cricket time. Going up against Bangla. They find themselves... I can't believe we're 6th, because it's not like we've really lost any games here. Bangla are below us in the world ratings. Got to get that money up, but we need big things. We need a 175-run partnership, 40 boundaries, and 4 wickets with spin. I think we might be able to get possibly one of those. I don't think there's going to be too much change to the lineup. Things have been ticking over quite nice. Question is, what do we do? We've got Jaden Seals at 11. We've got a few options that we can do with it. He is 82 delivery, 82 control. Now, we could bring in Kamar Roach, who's got 88 delivery. Very, very good player. We could bring in Moti and play a couple of spinners. We could bring in Obed McCoy, who's got better delivery. Naeem Young is there with his 90 delivery. Or Hakil Hussain, who's better on both. Hussain has been very good, so I think that's the move. It gives us Joseph. No, it only gives us 2. It's going to be Young. Young is coming in. Young is coming in, and Young is going to give us the win. Well, he's going to be part of the win anyway. Hamady, 112. 4 for Roston Chase. Out of all the moves that we make, he's the most consistent player on the planet with bat and ball. Evan Lewis with 160. Hetmai with 84. It's really, really strong from this team. 4 for Joseph. He's leading the attack. And Roston Chase takes us home for the victory. And we are going to use this time to get a little bit of boost with the head coach again. We've only got 8k in the kitty. We've got to get it back up to that 25k mark to suffice when the game randomly gives us a year off. Bangladesh fight back. They win by 5. Shai Hope and Craig Brathwaite with runs in the first innings, but they're a man. Literally, they're a man. 6 runs behind, but he scores 153. We get rolled, and they knock them off. Ramanath with 4, but that is a very bad loss for us. In fact, it's a very bad series for us, as they win by 98 runs. We're chasing just over 300. Shai Hope with 56. But we're kind of let down here. Cardi, Lewis, all failing. The bottom end goes really strong and really fast. Back into ODI cricket, which, to be honest, has probably been our jam the best. We have been good in Test cricket until this last series. But we continue to be good here. Nicholas Pooran gets the nod to go up to number 3. And it works. 73 off 78. It was a clear change for Carthy in the order. And then with the ball... good, just spread around. We're not seeing one bowler be ultra dominant like we have in different formats or different times we've played this game. As we lose here, they chase 300. I'm a little bit disappointed with the bowling attack so far this episode and the batting. There's a little bit of collapse going on. 120 for Evan Lewis is beautiful. 55 for Rodman Powell. But they do it. Hack with 99. Rahman with 113. They knock it off with just over 2 overs left. And where we were struggling with the ball, Obed McCoy. But we win the series, 338 in the final game. Roston Chase, 97. Stud. Hetmeyer, 90. They put on 160, 170. And it is only just enough. They bat the full 50 overs. They don't lose many wickets because we don't take many. Bit of T20 action. Start off with a bang. We win. Restrict them to 160 with some nice bowling from Young and Joseph at the top, and knocking him off. Roston Chase hit 6, 12 off 4, 300 strike rate, walks off the pitch like he's the man. Evan Lewis is feeling the pinch a little bit. The top order moves down to 47 conditioning. happy. Generally, like, the top 7 is settled, although we've had a pretty poor start here. The bowling, I think, is about to be unsettled because we are seeing, like, Jediah Blades come through and be pretty decent. We're seeing Ramanel come into the team across multi-format, so we are going through a little bit of a transition. Doesn't stop us from winning games of cricket, though, does it, brother? Shy Hope with 89 gives us 173, and 173 is going to be enough when Sherfane Rutherford takes 4 for 32 out of nowhere. But we can't close out the series. 2-1. Fair play to Bangladesh. They have been worthy opponents throughout this series. In fact, I'd probably say they've outplayed us a lot of the time. We finished the series, and then we go into, what is this? ODI World Cup. Now, ODI cricket, we've already been number 1 in the world, and we are number 1 in the world. So it's an opportunity to knock it off. We're 6th in the world in T20, 6th in the world in Test match. They're probably not far off. Now, we've got 80k in the back pocket. Problem is, if we use it, then we've got 4k left. And we've seen before how I have decimated our team after the World Cup. Oh, after the World Cup, we've got Australia. So you know what? I am going to use it. And I'm actually going to use it for more money. There we go. Greed wins. Managerial offers. No thank you again. We also need the World Cup to start because we're down to $1,000. What else is coming through? So Naeem Young is up to 83 overall. That 90 delivery is pretty good. The control isn't as great as what I would have wanted to see. Kadeem Elaine, 89, but he's got a 91 overall. So we do have quite a lot of good players coming through. O'Shane Thomas has got oodles of potential. Rex Crump. Now there's a name. Already batting 80 technique. Still got a long way to go before he reaches our stage, but that 89 potential is pretty great. So ODI World Cup time. I quite like the format. It's controversial to some, but playing everyone in the competition once to work out who goes through, pretty fair. And this is the team we are going to take out there. King and Lewis at the top. Pooran, Hope, Hetmeyer, Roston Chase, Powell, Ramanath Hussain, Joseph. I feel like we might be one bowler short. Well, one seamer short. We're going in with 2 seamers. It's a bit of a gamble. We're going to play New Zealand first game, and we're going to knock off 300. 95 from Will Young, 57 from Tom Latham. Bowlers struggle. Everyone struggles, but Shy Hope is the man. Rovman Powell is the man. They put on just over 100 to give us the first victory. But for all that, we need some match objectives because we've got $1,000. We beat Sri Lanka, move up to $10,000 in the kiddie. Better performance with the ball. Elzari Joseph goes at 4.8. Ramanath at 5.6. Akil Hussain 3.8. That's brilliant. Gives us a platform. Pooh ran up at 3, scores 100. 92 for Hetmeyer as we beat the Aussies. What a win. High scoring contest. 331 for 3. Pooh ran 155. Hetmeyer 59. 67 for King at the top. And they fall about 10 runs short. The Bison with 120. Look at that. Roston Chase 252 going at 5.2. Probably the pick on a roll. Brandon King becomes the next player to score a ton. Evan Lewis with his first 50. Which I hope with, like, runs everywhere. And a 5 for Alzari Joseph. This puts us in a really nice position. Oh my day. I thought... Why is it West Indies Tour of India? Right. Nicholas Pooh ran most runs in the competition and most valuable player. Shamar and Alzari Joseph, 9 wickets apiece as we are 4-0 in the competition so far. 44k in the pocket as well. And then we do go after Australia. We go like 5 months without playing. It's the test. And it's a test we have passed because of one man. Possibly the greatest man. And if it's got anything to do with me, it's going to probably end up on the bloody thumbnail. Roston Chase. They make 329. Nothing looks pretty about the bowling. But Roston Chase scores 135 not out of 107. He shares a 100-run partnership exactly with Rovman Powell to win the game. Shy Hope with more runs. We go 5-0 in the World Cup. We travel to Lahore and play South Africa. And we make it 6-0. Rassi van der Dusen with 123. It doesn't stop us though. We're not taking many wickets here. Roston Chase 2 for 79 going at 7.9. But he scores 58 not out. Shy Hope's 93 not out. 87 for Big Brandon King as we continue to shine. 6-0, leading the table. Shy Hope with the most runs. Big Test playing against a team that's OP on many a game. Brandon King finds it from out of nowhere with 176 off 158. Hetmeyer scores 42 off 33. 356 is a monster of a score, and they ride as hard and they ride as long. And Will Jack scores 175 not out, but it is not enough. Bethel goes for 54 towards the end. So does Liam Livingston for 42. And we managed to hold on. And why did we hold on? Seamers. Joseph none for 40. Powell 1 for 46. In a game of immense runs, they go at 4.5 and over. We finally lose, but we are scoring runs for days. Shimron Hetmeyer with 150 here. Pooran 87. We score 314. And they get it done. Omer Yusuf with 68 off 40. Mohammed Harris, I quite like watching him, about 115 off 129. Big Baba with 90. What does that mean for the table? It means we've got 4 highest run scorers in the competition. It means Shamar Joseph is the second highest wicket taker in the competition. And with 1 game to go, we are 7-0-1, top of the table. More importantly, we have 122,000. I'm going to use that to spend on corporate sponsorship. What does that mean? It means for a measly 1-day game, we can potentially earn about 40k. Now, limit opponent to 600 runs. Right. Take 2 wickets with a pace bowler. Right. Like, really, they're the things? We do win, and we go up about 18k in the back pocket. Runs everywhere. It's absolute fest. 50 for King, 126 for Lewis, 122 for Pooran. And with the ball again, good enough. Akil Hussain, 4 for 26. I don't feel like the objectives is perfectly aligning to the competition and what's actually going on in the world. Now, we do have, very important, a World Cup semi-final where we will play against Pakistan. It is a tournament that I think you could say we are dominating at the moment. You're only dominating until you're not. Unfortunately for us, we are going to dominate our way into the final. Rodman Powell with 3. Brilliant from Rabanov, 2 for 16. Roston Chase with a wicket. Akil Hussain with 3. We spin our way into the final. And randomly, it feels like I might be picking at the game, but there's huge inconsistencies. This match reward screen appears maybe 1 in 10 matches. But 31k for the game is a hell of an effort. World ratings are definitely looking good. World Cup final. West Indies versus England. And we start well with 314 for 4. Pooran with 149. Is it going to be enough against England? They do it. With 2 balls to go. Jamie Smith with 123 in the World Cup final. Takes them home. We do not win the World Cup. We win 21k. And the hearts of the people that watched it. 1-day World Cup awards. Brandon King, opening batter of the competition. Pooran and Hope at 3 and 4. Not on the bowlers getting, which is quite interesting. What do we get? We get a Test match series 3 games or 4 games against the odds. Probably 3 tests. Then we get a few months off. Okay, now we're into the Test matches. We also get strike rate of 105 and 850s as the objectives. They are very random. And we lose to the Australians. We get absolutely smashed. This did not work out well. I don't know what's happened to my team, but that's not the team I just selected and put on the pitch, which is very, very strange. And I kid you not, we are playing Test matches against Australia and New Zealand on exactly the same dates. This is incredible scenes. And I can't even pick a team for this one. We win by 306 though, so somehow Shy Hope gets out, gets in his whites, gets a subfielder, goes to the Basin Reserve. Why are we playing them in Sydney? Tests at the Basin Reserve, but it says we're in Sydney. Like, none of it makes any sense. Shy Hope with a ton. 4 for Moti. See, I didn't even pick him in the team. This is all going a bit Pete Tong. It's one way to tighten the schedule, is to just play 2 teams at once. We do beat the Aussies this time, much better. 283 is not a huge score, but when you bowl them out for 180, it feels quite large. It's a low-scoring contest throughout. No one taking 5 wickets throughout, but a good win against a good team. And we do it against... we only score 300. Oh my days, Alzarri Joseph takes 9. He gets 10 in the game. We make 304, no one's scoring any runs, and then he just goes on a rampage, rolls through them, takes 9 for 27. It does mean we've got 190k in the back pocket as well. So recruiting is going to get a bump, and so's bowling, leaves 38k in the pocket. I'm pretty happy with that. Rankings, move up to 3rd. You know what? If we finish this very strange moment of events, well, we might be number 1. We've got to beat the Aussies first, and we do by 2 wickets in another barnstorming, low-scoring game. Ramanath takes his first fifer with 5 for 61. Shimron Hetmeyer holds us together with 114. Then we bowl them out for 195, spin rocking through them, and we knock them off. 8 down. Ramanath and Alzarri Joseph gives us the win. We get 30k, beat the Aussies, turn up to the Basin Reserve, turn over New Zealand. Pooran with 99. Akil Hussain with a 6. Another 35k. This is just the most nuts schedule I've ever seen. And in so, tick off the achievement. We are number 1 test team in world cricket. Also might mean there's quite a lot to play for in T20 cricket if we're about to go and play the same sort of event against 2 teams at the same time. Where are they in the... I think it's 1 day stuff first. Here we go. List A cricket. We've got 105k in the bank. Almost. We could do another upgrade here. We need 100k. Corporate sponsorship. 125k needed. I'd love to get a little bit more head coaching, but I don't want to spend the money just in case I end up broke again. We start off strong. 304. We are... I'd say we're the best team in the world, even though we didn't win the World Cup. 137 for Brandon King. That to me looks like such a good top 7. It's incredible. We hold them to 300 again. No one's shining with the ball. We're just kind of surviving with the ball. And the very same day, we go across to New Zealand and get a match tied. 300 runs. Rodman Powell with 92. Pretty poor from our top order, to be fair. No one going on, but 129 for King Kane captain. Steady the ship Williamson. But we are making an absolute killing of money, actually. We're up to 147,000 now. I'm going to make the call. We get more head coach. We've just had staff wages being paid, actually. How much is it costing us? Still about 2k. Oh no, 2,250k. So I think we're okay. We've got plenty of buffer. Here we go. Second game against the Aussies. We win again. So we beat the Aussies in the series by 2 wickets this time. We're 2-0 up out of 3. What do we do well here? 3 wickets from Alzarri Joseph. 4.86 economy rate from Akil Hussain. And then the batting's Calvin Ramanath. 74 off 59. Is he an all-rounder? We get 25k for beating him, which makes me feel great about life. And we go 1-0 up against New Zealand in what must be one of the greatest series of all time. Match tied and then a 1-wicket win. They get 261, 3 for Ramanath going at 4.7s. And then Roston chase with 100. He's really turned himself into the greatest player. But we put on, look at that. 19 from Alzarri Joseph gets us home. 28k for the game. We've got almost 100k again. How much is the next corporate sponsorship up? 125. You know what? We might be able to afford that before the end of this series. The rankings are going to love us. We're still number 1 in the world. T20 is what I want to get stuck into. If we have a great series against them both, we could close it out. And we do. We beat the Aussies 3-0. Josh Inglis with a ton. Alzarri Joseph with 4. And 62 for Rodman Powell. I feel we're being saved a bacon a little bit by the... Not the top order. I feel the top order's gone a little bit quiet at the moment. Off to Christchurch. Win the series 2-0 by 13 runs. So just 14 runs between the two... 13 runs and a wicket between the 2 teams in the series. Rodman Powell and Sherman Hetmeyer put on a masterclass. 249 run partnership, Bobby Maths. 108 off 93, 132 off 111. We needed it, and we needed the weight of runs because Glenn Phillips comes in and smashes 110. Blades, 1 for 19 off his 5 overs. Win the series, just 14k from the game, 124k in the back pocket. ODI world ratings, we are number 1. Test world ratings, we are number 1. T20 is where it's going to be, and we're about to play, I believe, a 3-match test, 3-match test series against them both. And it starts with a bang. We beat New Zealand despite we actually hold Finn Allen in check. 62 off 55 is probably favouring us. Great stuff there from Neil Young. 6.75 now. Roston Chase 5.5. 2 and over for Ramanoff for his 2 overs. And 59 for Evan Lewis. We get almost 20k for winning that. It makes difference, these corporate bits of money that we're flauntering around. And what do we get? A bit of the Aussies. We go unchanged and we win on a super over. 160 plays 160. This is nicely in check. 31 for Akil Hussain is the reason we get through to the super over. And we score 8. And Elzara Joseph bowls a gem. Goes for 3 off his over. So we go 1-0 up against both. 1 apiece against New Zealand. It is harder T20 cricket. You do lose more games on the game than any other format. And we lose to the Aussies as well. We tied up against them. Rabinoff 3 for 30, man of the match. We also get a stack load of cash for that as well. I'm actually to the point, we've got 2,200 and we've got no cricket for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. So that's somewhere between 14 and 18k. I think we can sneak in 14 to 18k. Call it 20k, 25k max. We can afford to do it. We are now 5-star with sponsorship. And we play like we're 5-star. 194, Shy Hope just runs, churns them out time and time again with the ball. Rabinoff, 2 for 15. Absolutely incredible. We beat New Zealand and we travel over and we beat the Aussies. So we beat both teams 2-1 in the T20 series. A brilliant performance again. The ball a little quieter, but the bat red hot. 91 for Brandon King. We gained 13k. We've got 64k in the pocket. Look at the amount of money that we can make every single game now because we've got our corporate up. It's astronomical. And we've done it. We are the number 1 T20 team in the world. There's nothing we can't do. There is no Test World Championship on it, but I want to keep going because I want to win the World Cup next time around. So here we go then, once more into the fray, into the last good fight I'll ever know. We have one final championship. The T20 World Cup. We're number 1 in the world in all 3 formats. Can we go close it out? Our support costs are running through the roof. We're running out about a 5k a month. As we start relatively easy against Papua New Guinea. Now, with the team, Sherfane Rutherford should not be in the mix. But he's going to come out, and Carthy is going to be the guy that's going to come in. Roston Chase, Rabinoff. O'Shane Thomas is coming into the team, but I'm not going to start him. We're going to stick with Naeem Young. Sorry, Joseph. Obed McCoy. Gives us 3 seamers, 2 spinners. I could go for an Akil Hussain in the lineup. We're probably a bit stronger for that. I'll start with it against PNG, where we do pick up a victory quite easy. Bowl them out. 4 golden ducks. Elzari Jovas rips through them. 4 for 19. With the ball, why is Carthy bowling? Like, that makes no sense. We've got great bowlers. We don't need to be putting that out there. Who else have we got? We've got the Aussies in our group. This is going to be a challenge, but we are number 1 in the world for a reason. And that reason is we're going to beat the Aussies. The reason? And that means we're going to go and beat them in the World Cup. Good performance with ball. This looks better. See, why isn't it more like this AI? All the spinners required. All the spinners bowled. Nicholas Pooran with 50 off 35. Takes us home. Gives us the win. It now means we have India and England to play. Both must-win contests. At least one of them we've got to win. If we lose to India, we're going to find ourselves in a must-win contest against England, but we do get past India with Nicholas Pooran scoring 68. Scoring slightly down, 190. It's quite controlled, but slightly down. Again, no wickets spreading around, but we've used most of the right bowlers for a change as we go 3-0, and that should be us through, surely. We can still go out, but our net run rate of 1.82 is astronomically better than anyone else that's around us. And we're definitely through when you go 4-0 in your group as well. Philip Salt, the only player that really stood up for England there, as Alzari Joseph's probably the best bowler that we've got going around. Brandon King with some nice runs. We go on, we march on into the quarterfinals. We go past 100k in the back pocket, which is going to be used on batting coaching during the World Cup. That would be quite nice. And we go through to the next phase. Next phase being Sri Lanka, Pakistan, New Zealand. I think this is where we went out last time. So we've got to do better. New Zealand have caused us problems in this format, but not today. And it kind of, there's knocks on this game that's a little bit unrealistic. Rashim Ravindra, 28 off 25. Finn Allen, 31 off 25. Good use of the bowlers. Sets up a Nicholas Pooran masterpiece to take us home. One more win, and we're probably through. And playing Sri Lanka next is good for us because we're better than them, and they know it. 154 for 7. 3 for Akil Hussain. 7 dot balls. 14 dot balls from Ramnath. Excellent stuff. Brandon King, 84 of 54. Love to see it. 1 win from going through. And we can still go out again, but our net run rate is just so much better than what's in front of us. We should be able to march through Pakistan, which we do. Ramnath again, this time 1 for 12 off his 4 overs. Scarily good. And we've not had, like I said, we've not had the big scores, but we're just doing enough with the bat and turning up and winning. And we go through into the semi-final to play against South Africa. Sorry, this is where we got to last time. Brandon King, 2nd in the ratings for runs. Akil Hussain, 4th in the ratings for wickets. I'm happy. I'm happy with where we're at. Bangladesh, Sri Lanka in the other semi-final. 2 teams we know we can beat, but Bangladesh, worth noting, they were at one stage #1 in the world. But we're #1 in the world by a hell of a distance here. We'll go so far saying it would be a massive disappointment if we went and lost here. I'm even going to give a little bit of assistant coaching to try and help us through. Everyone's relatively fit and healthy going into the game against the Saffers, and we do it. We're into the final. This is outstanding. 164 we restrict them to. Alzari Joseph, 15 dot balls from 4 overs, goes none for 18. Just brilliant. Evan Lewis, 77. The batting is outstanding. We are consistently consistent at being good, and it will be the #1 team in the world versus #2 in the final. West Indies, Bangladesh. It's a world ratings that no one's ever going to see in real life, unfortunately. But here we are. The final is in, and the final is won. Tick it off. T20 World Cup winners. Ramanath, 3 for 31 in the final. And interestingly, it is Cardi scoring 42 off 18 that gives us the win with 9 balls to go. We've won the World Cup. We're absolutely outstanding. We even get a, hey, well done you. World ratings, we go past 300 points. We're almost 100 points better than anyone else. #1 in T20s, #1 in Test cricket. It's quite outrageously outstanding how good we have been. And for all of that, we only get Akil Hussain in the best 11 from the competition. Ramnath is up to a 93 to 99 potential. His numbers over time are going to be so good. But that is going to do it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. A little bit different going into Cricket 26. But I think we've built a dynasty. And all that's going to happen from here is because our support staff, our recruiting, we're just going to keep pumping money into it because our corporate sponsorship is so high. We're just going to keep absolutely bossing this. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel. Leave a like. We'll see you next time.